So police is informed about the child screaming and making noise and being very suspicious and being, like this in the same state for a very, very long time. I didn't actually report that part, that it's like now 3 months that I have to fucking suffer from the same shit. This is not something like... I mean, if they actually recommended to drink medication for someone else's noise and someone else's intimidation tactic, because children can do the same thing as everyone else, bro. They can pick up those fucking weapons of mass destruction. They can fucking attack you, and it's like, am I not allowed to kill the child? No, I'm not allowed to kill the fucking child. We have to solve every problem there is, regardless where it's legal or not, bro. Besides the point. Legality doesn't fucking equate morality, bro. And if you're not doing your job, you're gonna get fired. People gonna fucking kick you out. You're not doing your job. You don't actually respond to problems that fucking matter to people. So what the fuck are you supposed to do then? People have to be flexible. And not just decide rules and then follow their own fucking rules. Who fucking created rules for you, bro? Holy shit. We obey the government. Yes, and then dictator says, go to war, and we go to war when we obey government. Like, it doesn't matter how many people are in the government, 1 or fucking 20,000. It's very difficult to say dictator to 20,000 people, but like, when the only thing they say is fucking obey rules and drink medication if something's wrong, because everything should be right. I mean, I'm sorry, bro. I'm definitely not the fucking problem to be solved and delayed and be ignored. And it's like you having a fucking good life, and I'm not having a good life. So yeah, bad things are gonna happen. Purge is imminent, bro. The revenge against government's neglect and them not wanting to fucking solve generic problems. I'm sorry, bro. We can't quite throw television into the mix where they have to know and expose as much as possible. Just for whatever to happen. For whatever. Fucking tornado, volcano, natural disasters. Whatever happens, television, like, fuck it. It's really just a fuck it moment. Like, whatever happens, guys. Because television has the power to raise the entire nation. That's the whole point. I don't have that power. I don't have the intimidation power. I don't have the fucking name Tucker Carlson. I don't quite have that shit. But what I do have is a big brain that was never tested for how big it is. I just still no test. No one knows. I'm yet to be uncovered. For what's up. Again, I myself can make noise, but like noise that fucking goes through fucking walls and like even the child screaming is like, it's not a fucking big deal, bro. Like, you cry every now and then, like, whatever, I understand. But it's not supposed to be a passive eating my life, problem. Obviously, my mom cannot fucking through the phone say how urgent and fucking stupid this is, and how stupid the fucking person who's receiving the phone call is, and then reporting to police properly, hopefully, not just mitigating the disease that's spreading across. Because again, where is help? There's no help. You can scream for help as long as you want. You're the problem. You're the fucking problem. Being aware is a problem. Being aware of problems, that's a problem. I have to fucking put on a Batman suit and start kicking children's fucking faces because that's where the bad guys are. That's the easiest way to fucking kick bad guys. We just kick babies out of the fucking existence, bro. Vigilante style. That's what I would start doing, bro. You're a bad parent. I don't want your children to grow up. I'm so sorry, bro. We have to press that reset button and make it disappear. Or at least Police can have decency to pull those fucking children out of the stupid homes if they're malfunctioning and throw them in the place where all children play, because there's going to be enough pressure and enough, like, you can scream as much as you want, but you'll get in trouble for sure, and you're going to get punished for sure, and you're going to be taken advantage for sure by other children at least. But if you just home alone fucking with your parents who fucking bow down to you when you're a baby boss, I mean boss baby, bro, like, of course, man, of course more people gonna have to suffer until you fucking realize that that's not your fucking reality, not for you to control, not for you to put on a fucking crown at 5 years old and start fucking doing your shenanigans to piss people off and get away with it. Like, it's crazy, you know. You gotta respect loopholes. You know, like, if you feel there's loophole going on, if someone can fucking make noise, you gotta fucking respect that. That maybe, you know, nobody would fucking report a person if they wouldn't fucking go through loopholes like Sonic through rings. You know, oh shit, police is chasing me. They want my golden rings. Yeah, yeah. If you're the fastest of them all, then you're gonna run away, and people gonna make a game about you. But there's a lot of Sonics that fucking got shredded and jailed for a lifetime for stealing gold from people. So yeah, the purge simply symbolizes justice. Pure justice of, like, what seems suspicious, we ask him more questions. Who's gonna help? We're trying to fucking communicate as much as possible and eradicate the fucking losers who can't solve the problems or who are the problem. It's just how it goes. That's the whole name of the purge, bro. The dark clouds are gonna start coming from Russia, bro. The Russians are gonna be like, oh, okay, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Maybe you have more problems, actually. Ah, okay. Okay, you have more problems. I understand. That was this whole thing that you did. Oh, it was your problem. You didn't know how to fucking... You were so scared of Russia. Oh my god, you're so stupid. They're gonna be like that. They're just gonna sit back and is like, well, before I go to sleep, I want to see what fucking happens in the purge, because that's, like, very, very fucking juicy, man. And, you know, like, maybe Baltic states are gonna start the whole thing, start the whole domino effect. Because we the neighbors, we're the target of Russia, of like, hey guys, start doing the thing, you know, that you want to do so badly, that you need it. Again, I shouldn't be fucking talking for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours about some noisy child. That makes no sense. That is not normal. A normal situation is I've heard a noisy child for like 10 times and he disappears. You just do that magic trick and it's like, I have the powers of the purge, and bam, fucking lightning strike and the child disappears. That's it. Problem solved instantly. 10 times, you fucking strike me 10 times, bro. I strike you once and you disappear. That's how normal life would actually work. But this, where you can get abused, that is not normal life. That is something God would never create. That's something we have to fight against and demand better conditions, because other neighbors seem to be normal. They seem to be normal, except for the fact that they don't actually care about solving the problem, because the problem is fucking cooking me like in the pot. You know, you can imagine I'm in the pot and I'm being cooked from below. The child from below, like fucking devil. And you know, there are all these devil advocates who would protect the child because, like, wow, child has more rights than an adult, right? And like, excuse me, that's not how it works. You have your fucking head up in your ass if you think child has more rights. But that's what people think. You know, you take advantage of a child, and now you're 10 times bigger criminal. Of course, like, in some way it makes sense because child is helpless and very weak and doesn't understand anything. But if you don't have direct impact to the child and you cannot talk to it, you cannot interact with it, now you have no influence. Zero influence, bro. You have no ability to fix your problem if it's coming from that fucking source. And the parents of the child don't give a fuck either. So nobody gives a fuck. I'm like, wow. We really gonna talk for hours and hours. I'm really gonna fucking be sucked into this wormhole of a child being my abuser. Very interesting. A child that I have not made, I have no contact with, that's gonna be my abuser, right? That sounds fucking pathetic, and that sounds like a system error of a next level. And sounds like something a reasonable person would declare hunger strike for, of like, please care about me, because the problems I'm dealing with, they don't make fucking sense, and I want to get my peace back. You know, the peace was pretty fucking awesome to have. Peace were like, I at least know that my life is functional. My life is not like thriving or improving too fast because I'm not making friends and I'm not building a business. But at least like life is functional and livable because I have peace, because I can like do what I like without distractions and noise. Noise being the most fucking powerful enemy side by side with Purge itself. Noise. You can't live with noise. You can't medicate yourself out of noise. That's impossible. Try it. If you're that fucking stupid, recommend it to other people if you're that fucking stupid. But there is no escape from noise just to fucking fight head to head, bro. There can be a fucking noisy asshole, fucking drunk noisy asshole screaming on top of his lungs. Fine. He's gonna go away. The next day, it will not show up anymore. But a noisy person living in the apartment and pretending that they own this place and taking away people's peace, that is next fucking level of abuse that cannot be tolerated and respected, and fucking nope. But guess what? Guess what Americans decided? Americans decided migrants are just like children and they have to be fucking worshipped, and whatever fucking crimes or things they do, that's fine. That's your abuser. I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. And if you do anything wrong with them, like, we're gonna attack you instead because you know our language or something. You're not a migrant. I don't understand this. This is a next level confusion that, you know, is across the entire fucking Europe. Of like, what the fuck do we do? Like, people are dying left and right from this shit. And it's the same thing of treating people like they're above the law, whoever they are, they're above the law, and the law doesn't even fucking reach them until you do the fucking crime. Law doesn't reach you before crime? That's fucking weird, though. That's fucking weird. If you cannot detect crime before it happens, you have no idea what law is. You have no idea what rules supposed to do. You have no idea about nothing, bro. If you don't predict crime, if you don't predict that noise annoys people and makes them upset and makes them depressed, and it's like, you know, people want to cure depression with the same thing. Depression doesn't fucking come from within, you know. But even if it comes from within, the only thing you want to do is to put it outside. Depression doesn't come to me from within because I explain everything into my videos. I push, even if there is depression and anger or kinds of emotions, you have to release them. But if that shit fucking boils into you and there's a specific problem, you have to solve it. So that's a candy. That's a sweet little thing. Internal problems have to be expressed and released. External problems have to be investigated and solved. It's that fucking simple. But if you overcomplicate things, if you start learning all kinds of fucking weird rules and weird ways of living life, I mean, I can't keep up with that. There's books upon books to read. To learn law, that's not how law is being learned. Law is being learned through experience, through, poking certain things a certain way and seeing what kind of result it has, and then you have enough experience to actually, repeat the process if you want to solve something. If something is going in the right direction, you can at least delay the problem without the need of special fucking forces. So yeah, we're gonna have to live. Right now I don't fucking hear the dude, but again, Saturday and Sunday is hell. Alright? It's just hell. It's not like straight up abuse of like fucking bam, bam, bam. No, but the child is suffering, and I have no idea how to fucking, get him out of there and make him disappear. Because, like, it would be better for the child for him to disappear somewhere else, away from the parents, away from the toxic environment that he's not growing up properly in. He's not being taken care of. He doesn't get enough attention. Clearly, that's the most basic things that happen in child's life to make him fucking unstable and abusive to the environment. Anyone can be abusive, fucking from an ant to a dinosaur. I'm sorry, bro. The laws affect everyone. And this is how you learn that shit. Everyone. This is why nature and animals can live in harmony with human beings, because that's how the law works. It allows us to fucking do that. Animals are naturally scared of humans, and I feel it's because we have shitty laws. Alright? But on TikTok, anytime someone tames an animal, man, they're superheroes. Millions of views of like, wow, how did you do that? Well, he actually learned how to communicate with an animal. He knows how to fucking protect an animal and make them feel safe. He knows the fucking laws. Congratulations. You have a lot to learn from that fucking asshole who tamed a fucking deer and fed them carrots, or some fucking raccoon found in a trash bin and they didn't fucking scradoodle. Like, humans knowing how to approach animals is a big step towards understanding how to communicate with each other. So TikTok is full of that stuff. Full of learning material. And I appreciate it so much. And the moment Purge is over, I will be silent again. I will be like, okay, we solved everything. No, there's nothing. But thank you for 100 million subscribers. Alright, and we have to defeat Mr. Beast and all that shit. So I will have different type of goals that don't feel like, they're urgent or anything. But we're still gonna fucking go for it. Kick everyone's ass, because by the time Purge is over, I'll be fucking, stronger than 10 Rock Dwayne Johnsons combined, bro. Or 10 Hulks combined. I'll be stronger than that. Who fucking cares, right? Bigger and stronger. I'll be able to flick Mr. Beast from my table as if like it's a little insectoid that is just bothering me right now. Like, you don't want like ant or rat infestation. That's not a crime, but that's a fucking problem that everyone understands. You don't want infestations, you don't want fucking fires to happen in your fucking place. It's happening. Like, apparently fire happens in first floor. Some kind of purge is going on. I'ma fucking click on that purge thing. Something's going on. Everything's connected. You must understand what governments and authorities are trying to do to disconnect everything, so like everything goes with the flow, but everything's connected naturally eventually. Like, especially if we're frustrated, everything's connected by like weird ways, the weird bridges that you have never would be able to understand, especially when we want to like socialize across the internet. You don't even know how we're connected. You don't even know what happens when you pull this string. Fucking my mirror shatters, maybe. Like, what if you fart in this and burp in that direction, and like boom, boom, boom? What if you see this and that? What would happen? You don't know anymore. But we know that we're connected. That a domino falls down and fucking crashes the entire fucking shop. An entire business disappears. I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. I just farted. I thought I just farted. When things are connected, the karmic consequences become like fucking indescribably complicated. And it's like, oh, you died from unknown causes. Oh wait, that's what's written in medication, which is probably why we should not use medication anymore. When it says death as a side effect, I mean, it expired, guys. The medication expired across the entire world forever. All right? If one of them says, if the most popular one says the fucking, you can die from unknown causes instantly. Yeah, I know. No, that's too much. That's like whoopsie noodles. And you can buried by a bunch of other side effects that exist. That is like which other one you like, because you probably don't like dying, but like there's other ones to choose from. I'm like, we're not supposed to choose from side effects. We're supposed to like do the thing, right? Like, you should not even talk about side effects as much as like trying to sell me the fucking medication, right? Like, it's gonna give you this and that. It's gonna give you the positive things. Can like, what are the positive things? Because like, you know, if an arm is your problem, so I can just cut the arm and there's going to be a lot of side effects, but there's not going to be a lot of bonus things. It's not going to be good things. It's just like, oh, I solved the arm problem, though. That's what medication does in your brain. It just cuts off of certain circulations, and you become sleepier, you become less productive, you become, you know, less energetic, and that does not translate into anxiety and causing problems anymore to other people or whatever. So of course, I understand how medication works. I'm not fucking stupid. You just cutting off shit in my brain and my fucking system. You're poisoning me, because that's the whole point. And it was admitted that it is kind of like poison. I mean, like, why do you think it has so many side effects and whatnot, and it takes away people's abilities? And everything's connected, as I've said. Everything's connected, from my fucking doctor being really upset on me, of like thinking that I'm not listening to him properly, not following his commands. I'm like, for fuck's sake, dude, your commands are fucking weird. And they're supposed to be simple, but they're complicated. They're sneaky. I can't follow that shit. No one can do that. No one can do it, and I'm not connected enough to ask enough questions of like how they solve the problems. I'm not social enough, which means I can't even have mental problems in the first place, because there's no one to even observe and complain about my mental problems. I'm not complaining about my mental problems at all. At all, ever and forever, in fact. Never, ever, ever. Except that one time. That doctors should probably forget about it, because latching onto anything as if it's like a safe haven for them, I mean, I'm gonna kick them out. Maybe that was the best fucking time of my life, when I had mental problems, and I'm not willing to fucking talk about it. When and how. And it's not a problem anymore. So, I'm sorry, bro. Like, life is supposed to be that simple. You see a problem, you solve a problem. Like, what the fuck what's going on, bro? You see a problem and you close the Gurunext video because you can't listen to it anymore. It's just like, wow, he's just talking about himself and he's not helping me, because I didn't fucking type into a comment anything positive plus my own story. Your fault, my friends. You haven't solved your problem because you don't give a fuck. Most people don't care, and then they can't solve problems, and then the problems start eating them, and they're like, but I actually care because I do this and that, and I do this job, and there's this job, and this helpful person, and all these things. Like, no, you don't give a fuck. your problem has been eating you for a very long time and has not been solved and has been neglected, and you can't fucking say shit, that you cared. Just because you performed actions doesn't mean that was effort. That was just something that you get money for. Effort is something that doesn't necessarily give something. That's effort. It doesn't quite have a reward that you can brag about to everyone of like, wow, I earned $10. Everyone wants to brag about money. You can sort of brag about attention and views and subscribers maybe. But true effort is unrewarded, is buried way below, and should not be forgotten. You should not forget that you did something. You should not forget your history. You should build your history. This is why Putin cares about history. Because something actually happens, Something happened. Like maybe that is important to you, Mr. Tucker. Maybe it's important. Maybe you're gonna learn while I'm telling the history. Maybe something's gonna fucking click in your brain. Putin doesn't want to think for himself. He just want to fucking, solve the problems the way he knows best. And if Tucker fucking enlightens him with something, I think Putin is gonna be like, okay, so no one even wants to solve any problems, but maybe there is something rising, anti-fucking Nazism overall across the rest of the fucking world, and war doesn't fucking solve it very well. And maybe he fucking runs out of like solutions. War doesn't solve my problem. That kind of sucks. And Ukraine is pieces of shit that eating a lot of people right now. Who knows what Putin will decide, but everything matters. Everything is connected. We need this narrative to be solved, right? Everyone's fucking on their toes like fucking how this endgame is gonna play out, because this is the fucking groundbreaking moment. Putin being able to fucking speak with another person who has Western mindsets of trying to stop things, but like respecting the Putin side of things, and it's like, oh well, it's now it's a natural interview. And if you say no value has been gained from the interview, I'm sorry, bro. You're useless, bro. You just admitted that you're fucking useless, that you don't understand anything, that you're not even trying, you're not even putting effort. If you're not putting effort, don't stand there surrounded by the viewers and pretend that like, oh, you did such a big fucking thing by saying like, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I don't care. It's just like the same fucking thing, and it's cringe. All right? You can say I don't know and fall off. But that's what people in America are forced to do. They're forced to lie usually. And you have to catch the fucking liars every now and then. Catch the liars who think they did something but they didn't do anything. You got to catch them. Bastards. Tucker definitely did something and everyone knows about it and it's all proven. It's like he did his thing. No need to criticize him or attack him. Whoever does that is wasting themselves and also reducing their reputation. So yeah, there's a lot to learn. Let's keep going. I can't hear the child, so that means things are looking pretty fucking good for today. Let's keep going. What I was planning to do is, again, Spain versus Italy, Eurovision stuff. The Tucker stuff, I think it blows over. Let's do it again. Putin doesn't have a YouTube channel. Let's not forget that. That's very important. All right. He's very proud of Tucker. I'm like, all right, I just like went to YouTube and they gave me 1 million subscribers. It's just like that. I mean, I wish many people wish they could do just that and get million subscribers just like that and not get kicked out of the platform. Putin cannot do that. And I love the narrative. I love the possibility of him getting kicked out of YouTube, bro. Because he's like spreading propaganda and all that shit. Like, you understand. There's a whole thing you can discover by changing the narrative of like can these people exist on YouTube and how many subscribers they would have? And it's still a pretty interesting story to listen to, you know. All right, Telegram. Let's see if Telegram is going to shoot themselves in the face.
They are reported.
I immediately respect Telegram because that is the fucking most key moments. Elon Musk is unstoppable, bro. Yeah, someone has to kick him in the balls already. Like, I'm tired of Elon Musk. And I'm tired of Thunderfoot being the only fucking foot on the planet that can kick balls. Alright, he already did it. Elon Musk has been kicked in the balls once. And I feel like Thunderfoot kind of missed his shot because he's getting way too much out of kicking him in the balls, even theoretically. Holy shit. He could, like, even release shorter and more impactful videos, like 10-minute videos compacted of throughout the story, that just Elon Musk cheating on the planet story of like draining billions and billions story. Just, you know, 50 billion lawsuits where you lose 50 billion, it's not something we should not know about. This is just as powerful as Putin interview of like, oh, he just lost 50 billion. What? What? It's like you losing 20 million. Every single individual just like, oh, I just lost 20 million. Wait, what? Wait, bro. So you didn't buy like lottery tickets. You just like, bam, 20 million just disappeared from you. Now you're in crippling debts, and you, God knows what's gonna happen. Men in Black are gonna come at you and fucking demand money. Now just 20 million disappeared. Okay. Oh, but this is 50 billion. This is like fucking nuclear strike lawsuits type of thing. And that's just like, it's crazy. You know, like there's such a big error of like, man, we trusted Elon Musk, but he's like, he gets paid way too much in comparison to his workers. Like, it makes no sense. So we're gonna scratch that 50 billion. Wow, okay, can we investigate Elon Musk a little bit more? Because I feel like there's more to the problem. Because we're talking about billions here. Like, even YouTube, I think, paid 70 billion across its lifetime. Bro, 70 billion across its lifetime to the creators have been paid by YouTube. Do you understand what the numbers we're talking about? This is some bullshit, man. The source of 70 billion comes from the new report of YouTube CEO reveals big changes, and it kind of reports on that. I think, or vidIQ, it's hard to tell, but you know, like there's a lot of information floating around. And 70 billion is a big number, big enough to feed a lot of YouTubers for sure, because there's 3 million creators who have entered the program, who have 1,000 subscribers and have entered the program to get monetized. So the partner program, right? 3 million. And they share $70 billion. Meaning that they share so across 3, they share about 20,000 each. Every single creator, 20,000 got paid. And that sounds like normal, right? Every creator got paid 20,000 on average. That sounds completely normal. So Elon Musk again loses 50 billion, just evaporates. Who gets the 50 billion? Who's richer, bro? Like, man, you could create another YouTube right now with that fucking amount of money. Just like Elon Musk could have created another social platform and incentivized people to use it by using his money. Of course, it's very difficult to just spawn a social platform unless you have no idea, when you have no ideas. But when you do have an idea of how to build it, from what grounds you can build, for what kind of ideas are like super powerful. Even this fucking button idea, I feel like it would make a great social platform, but I would have to test a couple of different variations and all that stuff. And I have to, again, incentivize people to, here's $1. If you use my social thing, like, and promote it, you get another $1 and all that shit. This is why crypto was so all over the place, because it was promoted by people investing into it and people getting money and all that shit. Is the money talk fucking promotes things very easily. So yeah. Oh, 50 bill. Oh man, Elon Musk, what happens? Unstoppable. He just got stopped immediately. And now he's going to have to backtrack and do a lot more. A lot more. Obviously, people don't want to completely halt his progress, because, like, what's the point, right? Like, he's seemingly doing good things. He's seemingly at least projecting good things to the future. But it's more and more questionable of, like, what actually is good, because we don't need chips implanted in our brains when we can just use a headset. We can use external technology. We don't have to internalize it. So Elon Musk can't promise and deliver anything at all, and we should not listen to that dude anymore, because he's always going to promise way more than we truly need. Things have to come from ground up, and not, oh, oops, I own Twitter. That's how you solve problems. Oh, I just own everything. All right, so yeah. I respect Telegram. They understand the fucking key moments. I completely agree. This is one and only unstoppable. I think that's no longer gonna be true.
Don't you have anything better to do?
Yeah. This guy knows history, and just like Napoleon, the deeper you go into Russian territory, the deeper you think that you're going to solve your problems by attacking Russians, the shittier your life gets. And I'm sorry, bro. Like, you going deeper into the winter, and winter can look in many ways, in many forms, and it's not something you can easily fucking protect yourself from. And it's not World War III, alright? It's just some Napoleon fucking bullshit of, again, trying to take more territory, and Russia seems juicy. But, like, Russia is, like, innocent and very cold place, and is going to be a huge distraction for anyone trying to take over. Because it's just unlivable land, just like Norway and fucking Sweden. Or just Norway, because Norway sucks. Or just Iceland, to be honest. Fucking Russia is Iceland. With shitty population and trying to fucking huddle next to fucking Ukraine. You think, like, this huge country, like, no, like, it's just like Canada, like, they're located here. Located in the east. They can't fucking live here. In Siberia shithole. But they definitely know what it's like. They definitely need to know history, because this is historic lands. Giant historic lands. So Putin caring about history is a big deal.
More than $33 trillion. You have nothing better to do, so you should fight in Ukraine?
Yeah, and you have to think about yourself as an individual. Like, there's better things to do than fight in Ukraine. I have to, like, there's so many cool things to do in life, but fighting in Ukraine doesn't fucking sound like one of those fucking things. The fact that they can throw Russians into a fireplace and just fucking make them drop dead, that is their problem. That's their country, that's their culture. But and we can, help Ukrainians fucking fuel the fires, but we cannot actually go there and just submit to the war when there's so many better things to do. Absolutely. This guy's not speaking to army men or anyone. He's talking about, to regular people who are, chanting for the sake of, like, whatever they want to happen in the world. I definitely want peace. I definitely stand with fucking Trump if he can deliver peace. If he fucking threatens the integrity of Europe, we gotta kick him in the balls, just like Elon Musk. I'm sorry, bro. But if he can deliver peace quickly, I mean, like, fuck yeah, I like the dude. I don't want to be gaslit into getting Trump again. We can look for something different, but we at least know what we want, right?
Russia will fight for its interests to the end to be crowned with success.
But I wouldn't recommend Russia to keep fighting something that is called rain. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Fire cannot beat rain. I'm just like, bro, if you awaken by the rain, maybe you can change the name of Ukraine, and that's a good settlement right there. Change the name into, like, switch Ireland with Ukraine. I don't know, bro. The names alone. Because UK rain, like, with Firelands, I mean, like, you can swap names and maybe Russia's gonna feel like, oh my god, I'm so safe, so much safer now. So cute. Again, Russia is filled with savages and narcissists, and they don't like rain. They don't like being awakened by the rain. They don't like feeling unsafe, and they're just gonna go at it. And this is why Ukraine potentially fucking even eats American support. Even just the personalities alone, everything matters. And it pisses me off. Everything matters, and at some point, like, shit collapses onto you, like the bullshit consumes you. Like, you have to at least solve some problems to keep the peace of mind for as long as possible. Because you don't want to be in the fucking second floor and know that first floor was on fire. You don't want to live a life like this. Like, holy shit, I almost died type of thing. Holy shit, I almost lost my property. You don't want this to happen to you, bro. Anyways, let's escape that fucking interview thing and slowly transition, at least, into doing the thing that I care about. That's losing a lot of children for these countries. Fucking Japan is biggest destroyer of itself of all of them. Ukraine and China is losing it. Ukraine and Russia. China is also losing it, but it's not that bad. But you can see Italy and Spain in the same position. Italy with Bulgaria, by the way. Maybe we're gonna do Bulgaria versus Germany too. Of who's losing most people. Fuck yeah, let's go. Afterwards. Just pure statistics allows me to unlock the entirety of Europe. Just laughing at pure statistics of, like, you're the losers and winners of that and this and that. I was like, alright. And technically, whoever gains the most people should be on the other side as well. So we have even more reasons to follow more countries, because all of them are diverse in terms of how they handle stats. The ups and downs of stats, man. I love myself sometimes.
John's the ultimate role model.
Although if we're talking about ultimate,
I love laughing at Sunny V and his, however, this next story. Oh my god, tell me. But I love laughing at this fucking transition. Although the next thing now, we're talking about the next thing. Guys.
Steve, because he kept animals locked in his zoo, although finding a reason to hang.
Yep, let's keep going, bro.
Cruise, both of which.
Isn't it weird where Sunny and Moon exist on YouTube and they're like super popular? And they kind of like tackle very generic things on YouTube. Like, you cannot be more NPC than Sun and Moon. I mean, holy Jesus.
Sub. Well done, you absolute psychopath. Although nothing would be more psychopath.
Nothing would be more psychopathic than seeing the same fucking transition over and over again.
All 403 episodes to the TV network for free. Although with one single article about Bob.
Keep going, bro. Keep going. Although
Ross once being difficult to work with, it seems Weird Al Yankovic's leg pretty hated right now. Although given James Buckley is one of the smaller celebrities on this list.
Let's see if this Eurovision thing is interesting.
Let's not read too much into it, and let's avoid talking about J.K. Rowling wherever possible, because let's face it, that woman, awful.
Oh, wow. the only highlight of the fucking thing is the one that people don't want to talk about. After labeling someone awful, I mean, what the fuck?
This one really, really hurts. Rina Sawayama is one of my favorite singers in the world, and she
I hear that again, and I'm like, what? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Some deranged lunatic, bro. Some leftism fucking edgecraft.
telling you, please go and listen to her album, Hold the Girl.
Oh, yeah, I'm cunning to do it. The sweetest game, bro. Look at that shit, bro. Growing. Every single day while I'm dying, Elder Scrolls Legends never sleeps. Yeah, I'm enjoying Megabug, and I'm playing it in an unusual way. When you summon two monsters and they fight each other, and it's like still competitive as long as the monsters are completely random. It's kind of funny. And they can have abilities and all that cool shit. Like synergies, bro. And you can't quite actually tell who's gonna win. That's the whole point of card games, is not knowing if you're gonna win. Even to have fun, you have to follow rules. Yeah, and it's like, I do feel like in a battle of good and evil, except I'm surrounded by evil, 100%, which fucking sucks. Why everyone chooses to be evil? What the fuck? Have they been forced to be evil? Is there no other choice? Is my transmission sound like fucking evil? Because, holy shit. But technically, you know, people create nice things, and maybe that's the only thing we can do, like cast a balloon into the air so everyone sees it. But interacting with each other is a no-go zone. No one knows how to do it. And that just reinforces that fun comes from rules. Yep. Only when you're making shit for yourself, and you have to know a lot of shit to make. Because I'm still playing by myself. I mean, like, children playing card games with me, bruh. Maybe in my dreams. Yeah. So my feelings so far at day 8 is kind of like fever, weakness, sleepiness. I can feel I have less strength, but I like literally don't care. I'm staring sometimes and salivating. I'm like, wow. People get attention, get fame, and all this fucking shit. For God knows what. Fucking playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Holy shit, man. I'm having much better time, it seems, with my own card game. Even making me think about you should be a fucking crime if you're an asshole. Ah, man. It wasn't completely calm tonight after the police call. I didn't even know if they visited or did anything at all. But, it seems a little bit more bearable today than expected. It's not even daytime to have fucking noise making. It's like 7 p.m. fucking shows up. Boom, bro. Right now it's half. Almost, guys. It's like, what the fuck? And either way, noise is noise. Like, fucking something's going on that, like, makes no sense. That you probably don't have to fucking do unless it's like construction work. Or maybe a party. Maybe. Fucking birthday party, bro. Where, police is definitely invited. Absolutely. Like, there's not a fucking case where you can fucking tell me noise is acceptable. Especially for a child to do. Like, it's unbelievable, bro. If you just follow rules, like, you fucking degenerate in front of my eyes into a fucking corpse. You live in a location for like 20 years, and then some fucking rent an asshole happens. Yep. Nearby, who don't fucking respect nobody, who don't fucking care about nothing. It's fucking bullshit. And would you look at that? The competitor showed up. Oh, this is oh yeah. There's all kinds of types, and this is one of those. Challenge some random dude that has to be an editor of a big channel or something like that. So I watched the competitor that I don't know. I haven't evaluated. I should have done that. If I knew Mr. Beast would upload 8 minutes ago, man. But I had a just fucking good feeling about like, wait, it's Saturday. Like, gotta be Mr. Beast. It's been a long time. And here he is, bro. Like, what?
Mac is about the experience.
Yeah, I mean, he fucking gets more challenges to do, right? Fuck, it's no longer even interesting, but I guess it's... whatever, right? Like, it's whatever now. He's gonna experience so many things, guys. Hopefully not cringe, because cringe is the worst. Yeah, Mr. Beast like Putin way too fast in making history. I'll tell you that much.
Like, I'm just gonna let you know, I'm not afraid of anything.
We'll see.
You cannot scare me.
Well, cringe scares me, actually.
On forever.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I will never tell you.
Man, this is fucking next level shit. Can you outsmart the beast in this one? Fear of what, though? Spiders? His kind of collected fears. I'm trying to figure out if it's meaningful or not. By the way, I still have a belly, but like, I also have a shitty back. So, I don't think it means anything, but... Well, I'll survive. Again, I feel, at the very least, lightheaded. At very least, my consciousness fucking shrank down quite a bit. And I just never know. Am I sleepy and am I tired? I'm just being tormented by my own energy levels. And my own gasoline. I'll try and watch the whole thing, because nothing comes to mind. Wait, it's the same thing? He does the same thing in the very end? Are you fucking kidding me?
That card.
That card is gone. Now, I'm trying to, fight against death, and it's like... It's also its own fucking Mr. Beast challenge. And technically all these fears kind of simulate death as well, in a way. And I thought there was some kind of click that I can make between, but I'm not sure. It's like, if you don't die, you get $100,000. Wow. The real question is, how the fuck does he find a way out of the car? Because he only broke the fucking window. Is it possible to open the car from the outside that way? Oh, man. He just did that. Like, that's not enough. Even to get out of the car is gonna be difficult. To get a duffel bag out of the car? What the fuck, man? They didn't show the best part. Still using the front, but then somehow opens the door.
Mac continued saving bag.
Like, shouldn't you have done that first?
I need you.
Fighting death itself is saying that I don't care to the entire world. But, when the evil outweighs the good, I mean, that's a fucking rational thing to fucking say to the world. Especially if you're the one being stabbed by assholes on your face. That fucking hurts. And as you can see, nothing really moved. I didn't even care to click the buttons. There's more evil than good. If not, we're sinking in the bottom of the fucking depth. I have to click this, technically, because nothing fucking good happened. Like, if it solved my 1 out of 2 problems that's supposed to be fucking easy to solve as disappearance of 2 people, then holy fucking shit, man. 2 people leaving me alone. I mean, wow. There's no way you fucking lasted 24 hours. Right?
The perks of owning my own business is I can do fun things like send one of my friends to the Super Bowl.
Wow, it was so fun that I even felt myself. Yeah, the cringe part, actually. So it's not fun, it's my biggest fear. Survive 30 years without against evil, bro.
Gosh.
The only fear of failure there is Mr. Beast. Fear of failure. Because but whatever happens, but you could have failed up to this point. But now it's actually like on, because again, if he's a good swimmer, he can sort of do that shit to some extent. Being buried has no like ability to fail, but there is, because you don't know the time. But you can always just stay there much longer than needed. Just these first few fears don't really need the skills at all. Just fucking lay there. But now you gotta fucking do that shit again that you can actually fail, and it's sort of like random on this one. It's sort of kind of would piss you off. It's such a Mr. Beast nonsense for the end game, bro. Holy shit. So you started like speed running the cookies, and it's like, bruh, that's not how you win this game. Obviously, I don't know, because I would have to train it for this bullshit. I would have to experience it for real. But the idea is that every single thing you need to use maximum amount of time you can. So you learn exactly how things work. Like, exactly. So there's no random bullshit where whatever just happens. Because this one, Star is fucking horrifying. Umbrella is obviously like the most impossible shape of all time, because this part just fucking falls off. It's just natural. And it kind of pisses me off of like, what are the chances? Mr. Beast needs to tell us, because this is a very complicated skill. I want to know what the chances are. Chances probably like fucking 3% of people can do this under like 40 minutes. I don't know. I want to know, bro. Reveal. Oh, you don't have stats? Oh, you're not a good data scientist, are you now? You're some dude with lots of money.
Be careful.
Obviously, Mr. Beast says the right thing. And again, you see the vibe like, oh, oops. He failed again the same fucking ways. I have to take my sweet time and just shove blame down his pants.
All the time for Umbrella.
This umbrella looks fairly easier, but like, damn, this part is disgusting. But still fairly easier than what I imagined. Like this like thing, I thought it goes up. That would make things, this going up like, ugh.
Trying to get to the race before I start racing.
You gotta get skills before start racing. There's no need to race to the race. But yeah. And then he fails and it's like, oh well. I don't know what they do for the next 2 minutes.
Umbrella.
The nicest thing Mr. Beast could do, fucking cut his time in half and just give another fucking star, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ.
Godspeed.
The only thing that ended up getting to Mac was the fear of his own failure.
Well, of course, because what's the fucking point if you don't get the money from Mr. Beast? That's pretty fucking big fear in a Mr. Beast video. Like, what do you expect? This is not some fucking elaborate story. I'm just like, well, it is what it is. What do you expect? You can't create an elaborate story like this. You promise something, you give a challenge, and they try to not fail. Like, that's the whole point. And if you give them cookies and the cookie fucking steals all the money, I mean, that fucking sucks, bro. Holy shit, man. Brutality into fatality. Anyways, I mean, nice to see absolutely nothing entertaining here, but as long as we're glued all the way to and decided that Mr. Beast is going to be our glue, I mean, my hands are up. I don't know what to do. All right, bye. Bye-bye.
Godspeed.